You're all set?
Thank you, Chris, and I'll actually start us off. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this SUNY Online Summit session, where we will recognize recipients of the Effective Practices Awards. I am Aline Slating, Senior Instructional Designer with SUNY Online, and I will be your session moderator, and I will be available in the chat for any questions. It is my pleasure to introduce our presenter who will confer the awards, Erin Maney, Manager of Communications and Community Engagement with SUNY Online. Welcome and over to you, Erin.
Thanks so much, Aline. I appreciate you. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being here to join me in celebrating these effective online practices. We have been busy doing this for, I think it's 12 years now, and every year I'm just impressed and encouraged by the work being done. So happy to be able to share these with you. The SUNY Effective Online Practices Award Program aims to collect, share, and showcase our online best practices, strategies, innovative online teaching and learning activities, or programs of exemplary online practitioners from across our SUNY system. All effective online practice submissions are added to our Effective Online Practices repository on our website. Over the past 12 years, we have collected 99 effective practices. I just need one more, from 34 SUNY campuses in our online repository. And as I said, I'm just impressed and inspired every year by the outstanding work from our campuses, and I encourage you to check out that repository. In partnership with the University of Central Florida, we sponsor an initiative to recognize excellence in online teaching practices across SUNY via the award-winning and international Teaching Online Pedagogical Repository, or TOPR. TOPR is an open public resource hosted by UCF that reviews, selects, and organizes effective online practices for online faculty, instructional designers, and other online teaching and learning practitioners. Submissions from SUNY are annually invited to be submitted for consideration and review for inclusion in TOPR. So I'm going to take you through a brief overview of the effective practice submissions for this year before we get to conferring the awards. I'm going to be sharing a brief abstract of each submission, so please do visit the repository to learn more. Each entry shared a wealth of great information and resources that I won't be highlighting here. So our first submission is from the E.H. Butler Library at Buffalo State University. And I'll explain to you a little bit more about the library research assistant modules that they've developed. To assist students with library research methods, the Butler Library at Buffalo State University created asynchronous learning modules hosted in a Brightspace organization so that all students and faculty have access to them at any time. These modules also serve as an asynchronous delivery of typical in-person library information literacy workshops that address a different library research competency. Faculty can assign these modules or use them within their own course shells, and the content is openly licensed through a CC BY license. Badges and credits are available for each module, where students have to review all content in the module, watch a tutorial video, and answer quizzes at a passing rate. So this is exciting as well because the Butler Library has openly licensed these modules. So please do take a look, and hopefully you can find something that you can use in your courses. Thank you to Christopher Hulsman for this submission on behalf of the Butler Library. The Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning at Stony Brook created a research-based 15-hour asynchronous program to prepare instructors to design and facilitate high-quality online learning experiences. This OTC, as they call it, immerses faculty in the student perspective while modeling evidence-based online teaching practices that are aligned with OSCQR, accessibility, and RSI expectations. Participants engage with core concepts such as the community of inquiry framework, regular and substantive interaction, backward design, online syllabus development, assessment strategies, instructional resources, generative AI in teaching, and more. The OTC serves as a high-impact professional development model that strengthens online teaching across the disciplines at Stony Brook. This was submitted by Kristen Hall, and it's an excellent example of an approach to developing a course for online teaching faculty. So do have a look at that. The next effective online practice is developing students' AI fluency, and this was submitted by Angela Thering. This scaffolded instructional design approach guides students through a carefully sequenced series of persona-based assignments, moving students from low-risk experimentation with AI tools to higher-stakes ethical application in instructional design. Students first construct and evaluate a learner persona of themselves, using AI optionally to build awareness of how AI generates, represents, and sometimes misrepresents learner characteristics. They then apply these evaluation skills to construct and iteratively refine 3 learner personas for an instructional micro-teaching project. This addresses learner backgrounds, goals, and disabilities. Through this process, the students are required to act as the human in the loop, critically reviewing AI outputs, correcting assumptions, and making informed design decisions. Students develop AI literacy and fluency while reinforcing their role as skilled human designers in the instructional process. This is a transferable, tool-agnostic approach that models ethical, inclusive, and pedagogically sound use of AI in online graduate education. Very timely and relevant submission. Check that out. Thank you, Angela, for that submission. Our next entry is from SUNY Brockport, submitted by Ji Zhang, and it's EduAlly, which they have developed a scalable AI-powered tutoring practice. I'll read you a little bit more about EduAlly. This is an AI-powered tutoring tool designed to provide immediate, formative, and constructive feedback, supporting learners across disciplines in revising their work, deepening content understanding, and engaging in reflective learning. Students form teams and engage in hands-on activities such as application development, refinement, problem solving, and troubleshooting, during which they gain experiential learning experience. In 2024 to 2025, 74 pre-service teachers at Brockport piloted EduAlly in special education courses with their faculty support. The results demonstrated statistically significant improvement in assignment resubmission and positive perceptions of the clarity, specificity, immediacy, and usefulness of AI-generated feedback. EduAlly has now scaled up to 7 faculty across 6 disciplines on 4 SUNY campuses. Aligning with the AI information literacy competency, EduAlly offers innovative online practice through equitable access to AI-powered feedback, and it is flexible, scalable, and impactful. So this practice is under online teaching and learning practices, but it's also a great example of a practice that has already started to scale across other SUNY campuses, and as many of these have the capability of doing. Thank you, Ji, for that submission. The Cortland Apple. This is just such a feel-good project. The Cortland Apple is a gratitude project, and Jennifer Hall submitted this for us. This was started by Cortland Center for Teaching and Learning, and they use Brightspace announcements to solicit thank you notes, or apples, from students at the end of the semester. This began in the fall semester and received almost 600 thank you notes from students to their faculty, 180 within the first 3 hours. After the CTL receives the letters, they use Microsoft Word to create an email merge for professional letters from the CTL. Faculty can then print the letters and add them to their annual portfolios as evidence of effective teaching. Positive student feedback has been shown to increase instructor performance, and the Cortland Apple Notes have been a free, high-impact program that faculty love. Jennifer also notes that the CTL was new, and this was a great way for them to be able to share the work that they do in supporting faculty and what programs and initiatives they have available. So thank you, Jennifer, for sharing with us a great use of a Brightspace functionality to recognize the great work that your faculty are doing. And our last entry for this year is from Hudson Valley Community College. Alyssa Baker submitted Embedding Accessibility as a Core Practice in Online Course Design. So this is a 7-week online instructor training course that embeds accessibility as a core principle and helps to ensure quality and accessibility in the course design process. Each module highlights ADA compliance components relevant to the week's topics, such as introducing universal design when faculty begin working in the Brightspace LMS. Upon completion of the course design, they undergo an OSCQR review to confirm quality and accessibility standards. This accessibility first approach has since been expanded to other campuses, workshops, including Brightspace Basics, video creation, and digital learning tools. In 2015, the college redesigned its training programs to integrate accessibility by design across all tools and instructional strategies. The addition of LMS accessibility auditing tools further supports faculty in evaluating and improving their content. The college's practices have effectively increased faculty awareness and collaboration among instructional designers, faculty, and the Center for Access and Assistive Technology, and this ensures quick resolution of concerns. So Hudson Valley is doing a great job at really infusing accessibility practices throughout all the work that they do in instructional design. Thank you, Alyssa, for submitting. We invite you to explore these effective online practices further by visiting our online repository. And these 6 entries, along with the other 93, are waiting for you to all of them have the person who submitted and their contact information. So if you do see something in the repository and you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to that person and get connected and maybe chat about how you can learn more. All right. So now we're going to be sharing with you the 2026 awards. As we mentioned before, a unique feature of the Effective Online Practices program is the community voting. The SUNY Online community has the opportunity to review and rate entries, and the effective practices that earn the highest ratings overall are recognized annually at the summit. So now it's time to see the results of our community voting. Scores are calculated on a point basis by the number of star ratings for a total rating out of 780 total votes that were cast this year, and that is duplicative. So we will begin with our honorable mentions. Our honorable mentions include Developing Students' AI Fluency, submitted by Angela Thering at Buffalo State, the Cortland Apple, submitted by Jennifer Hall, SUNY Cortland, and Embedding Accessibility as a Core Practice by Alyssa Baker from Hudson Valley. Congratulations to all of these outstanding practitioners for their exemplary work. I would invite you all to give a round of applause in the chat for our honorable mentions. Thank you for that. Okay. So now that brings us to our 3rd place award, and our 3rd place award goes to EduAlly from SUNY Brockport, submitted by Xi Zhang with her colleagues, earning 170 of those points. Congratulations to Jay and team. And I don't know if our winners are here. If you are, feel free to do your video and just kind of give a wave. We can put names with faces. All right. Our 2nd place award goes to the Buffalo State Butler Library Research Assistant Modules, submitted by Christopher Hulsman and the team there at Buffalo State. Congratulations to you all. Round of applause for that. I feel like Dan should be here doing a drum roll for us or something. And our first place award goes to the Center for Excellence in Learning and Teaching's online teaching course that's submitted by Kristen Hall with her team at Stony Brook University. Congratulations to Stony Brook's Celt. Round of applause for all of you. And I want to congratulate all of our 2026 award winners and to thank you for sharing the terrific work you're doing with our SUNY community and for being champions and innovators of online education. I will also mention that we are having our Oscar Awards on Thursday. So please do join us for that session where you will see specifically how folks are incorporating Oscar into their individual practice, into programs, and into institutional initiatives across their campuses. So I would invite you to join us on Thursday for that session as well. So as a follow-up, you saw a slide with some beautiful glass plaques. Those are going out to our top 3 winners. We're sending certificates to our honorable mentions. So all of that will be arriving in a mailbox near you soon. I'll be in touch with you as well via email. So thank you again for your fantastic submissions. I do encourage participants to go to the repository and read all you can about the great work that's being done there. And I'm thrilled that we have collected 99 examples of fantastic projects over 12 years. Next year, we'll hit that threshold. Thanks, everyone. I'll send it over to you, Aline.
Thanks, Erin, and a big congratulations to our awardees. Thank you to our presenter and to all of you participants for your time and attention during this session. We'd love for you to keep the conversation going after this. If you registered before February 16th, you'll have access to our companion space and Brightspace, the SUNY Online Summit Connect. Sometimes the best questions or thoughts don't strike until later, or congratulations. And in this space, you can join discussion forums, ask questions, review resources, and continue exploring the ideas shared here. And I'll throw some links in the chat. But materials and resources will also eventually be posted to the Summit website after the conference. Our next session after this is What's New with the Digital Transformation Project at 2:15. Please join us. Thank you and hope to see you there.